What is luxury? What makes it so desirable? Can anyone create it? Should anyone have access to it? And more importantly, would everyone understand it, or just a few? These and many more questions come to mind when discussing a topic that is at the same time fascinating and difficult to enclose in a single definition. Luxury is certainly about perception, but can you dare say that a luxury product or a luxury service is not tangibly superior, materially exquisite, and undoubtedly precious? And what can a company, a brand, do to position itself in the luxury segment of its market? I will try and find an answer to these many questions with the man who has brought luxury to academia and who has started the first Luxury MBA. Where, you may ask, but in France, ça va sans dire. Michel Gutsatz, the co-author of the book Luxury Retail and Digital Management, Developing Customer Experience in a Digital World, is an academic, a university professor, and also a consultant and an entrepreneur in the field of luxury fragrances. As an advisor, he has worked with some of the most prestigious luxury brands in the world, and the strategies he teaches in the various business schools are deployed by his students, who are top executives in the companies that make us dream. Michel, it's a pleasure to have you on Lux and Tech.
Well, Carlo, it's a huge pleasure to be with you on Lux and Tech.
Like you, I've been working in the luxury industry for many years. And one of the questions I get asked more often by people is, but what is luxury? Can you define it? And what are the products or services that fall under this sometimes controversial, but certainly fascinating category? So what's your take on this? What's your definition of luxury?
You know, luxury is maybe it's what in French we call un mot valise. You know, a suitcase word, meaning anyone can put anything inside and everyone will have a different definition of what luxury is. So, you know, fundamentally, I'm an academic turned entrepreneur, but when I go back to my academic roots, I try to go back to the roots, to the etymology. Where does the word luxury come from? I know many people think it's the same thing than lux, than light, which is completely wrong. Because in fact, the original Latin name, and Carlo, well, I can't teach you anything about Latin, is luxuria. And luxuria is in fact something which doesn't grow straight. Which means in fact, it's the same origin than luxurious, in the sense of a luxurious jungle, you know, or a luxurious garden. It's the same than luxuria in the sense of everything around sex, and so it's, you see, it's something. It always tells us the roots are important. Roots tell us that this word tells us about something which is not standard. So everything that is not really standard and which is outstanding, which is extraordinary, which is different, can be labeled luxury.
That's beautiful. And what are, in your opinion, the products and services that can be placed under the umbrella of luxury?
I think that most of the time, there's also something linked to the person. Meaning, it's an attitude. Luxury is an attitude. If I have a non-standard attitude to life, I would like things that concern me to be non-standard. So this takes us to fashion, of course, to accessories, to beauty, to cars, to hospitality, to home, to everything which, now to telecommunications. 20 years ago, I was in the original team that set up the Vertu brand. And our insight was there should be also luxury phones. So it's you can have luxury in everything that concerns the person. Definitely.
This interview and the episode of Lux and Tech, the podcast, is available on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Buzzsprout, and pretty much every other audio platform. I hope you'll enjoy it. And if you do, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you.